Two enemies detected.
One more! That was easy!
One enemy detected.
How do you like the new me? Here's our chance for an all-out attack! Let me at him!
Three enemies present. Don't get careless. There are two left.
Please hit!
Only one more. Great recovery. Three enemies detected. They appear distressed. There are two left.
One more!
Another enemy defeated. Good job.
That was easy!
Three enemies detected. They appear distressed.
Please hit!
Defeated an enemy.
Keep it up! That was easy!
One enemy detected. Strike first.
Here's our chance for an all-out attack! Let me at him!
One enemy remains. One enemy detected. Strike first. Persona! Here's our chance for an all-out attack! Let me at him! It must be guarding this area. It's strong, so be careful. Roger. I'll attempt to analyze the enemy. Ha! I couldn't defeat it. Great recovery. Thanks. Please hit. Yes. This thing won't give up. Stay sharp. This thing won't give up! This is not good. The enemy is vulnerable. Keep going. A wisely chosen attack. One more! You struck the enemy's weak point. Here's our chance for an all-out attack! Let me at him! This thing won't give up! exploited the enemy's
One more.
weakness. A wisely chosen attack.
Here's our chance for an all-out attack! Let me at him! Please hit! This thing won't give up!
You have the potential to grow even stronger. Two distressed enemies detected. Only one more.
That was easy!
Everyone, spread out and proceed individually.
Ooh, I found some money!
Three enemies present. Don't get careless. One more. One enemy remains. You have the potential to grow even stronger. Three enemies present. Don't get careless.
Nice!
One more. Two distressed enemies detected. One more. One enemy remains. What a stunning victory! Two enemies detected. excellent attack. What a stunning victory! Two enemies detected. Yes, excellent attack. Help me!
That was easy.
Three enemies present. Don't get careless. Can anyone help? Now, strike back! There are two left. Another enemy down. There's only one left. You have the potential to grow even stronger. Everyone, return to the leader. Everyone, spread out and proceed individually. A surprise attack! Prepare for battle! One enemy remains. Keep up the good work. Two enemies detected. Strike first. Yes, excellent attack. What a stunning victory. Two enemies detected. Strike first. Two enemies remain. Don't get careless. Yes, excellent attack. You have the potential to grow even stronger. Two enemies detected. Strike first. Yes, excellent attack. One enemy remains. You have the potential to grow even stronger. Are you all right? Don't push yourself.
I feel a little tired. The Alp hails from German folklore. This elf-like creature is sometimes likened to a vampire, but its behavior is more similar to an incubus. Yet it is still its own kind of creature entirely. The Alp is most famous for deception, bewilderment, and causing nightmares. This creature, usually male, prefers to attack females. He will attack them in the night, creating horrible nightmares. In addition to the nightmares, the Alp will sit on top of a sleeper's chest and become heavier and heavier until the crushing weight awakens the terrified and breathless dreamer. As the victim is unable to move under the Alp's weight, this may have been an early explanation for sleep apnea, sleep paralysis, and night terrors. The Chimera is a three-headed monster that has its strongest ties to Greek mythology. Homer described this fire-breathing beast in the Iliad, saying, "She was of divine stock, not of men. In the forepart a lion, in the hinder a serpent, and in the midst a goat, breathing forth in terrible wise the might of blazing fire." It is widely accepted that the legend of the Chimera was inspired by the volcano that shares its name, Chimera, which is located in Lycia. This volcano has permanent gas vents which emit burning methane and, according to Isidore of Seville, houses a variety of animals including lions, goats, and, you guessed it, snakes. In addition to its rich mythological background, the Chimera has evolved and is often seen in popular culture. The beast often refers to any kind of hybrid beast that has likenesses to multiple different animals. It is often used in TV shows and role-playing games as an obstacle for players to overcome. Thus, the Chimera represents the most dangerous beast that the human imagination can conjure, taking attributes of existing creatures and combining them to make something new, more powerful, and more challenging. The hermit is a seeker of knowledge, a lonely wanderer who searches for that which only can be gained after long periods of solitude, the inner voice. The card shows an old man standing alone at the peak of a mountain. He holds a lantern in one hand and a staff in the other. The mountain represents his accomplishment, development, and success. His lantern, wisdom, and his staff, power. The hermit reminds us to value time away from the hustle and bustle of life and encourages us to seek out contemplation, meditation, and self-discovery. In a tarot reading, the card could be a sign that a mentor may come into your life. The Hierophant, otherwise known as the High Priest, is the masculine counterpart to the High Priestess. This card is strongly associated with leaders in society, keepers of traditions, sacred knowledge, and spiritual lessons. It's their job to receive spiritual wisdom from a divine force and then spread it throughout their community. On the card, this is represented by the two acolytes who are seated in front of the Hierophant. They're following the path to knowledge, and when this card appears in a reading, you should as well. The Hierophant advises you to return to the role of a student and learn all that you can.
Sup, dude?
I've never felt like some mental level. I never felt like thinking this will last forever. They're just with me. You gotta tell them you can go over me. When stars smile and move, gonna hum look in your eyes, just dial in your mind now. Feeling too close, the last two. We're in the hot noons, reaching stars. If you hold me tight, feeling how this all goes, will last long. I never felt like down. I never felt like down. But they're with me. Down. You gotta turn up down. I never felt like down. I never felt like down. Baby, stay with me. Down. You gotta turn up down. I never felt like down. I never felt like down. Baby, stay with me. Down. You gotta turn up down. I never felt like down. I never felt like down. Baby, stay with me. Down. You gotta turn up down. I never felt like down. I never felt like down. I've never felt like
So dance while I put you in a trance. And let's party. Boogie in your body. Roll that body. Make sure you don't hurt nobody. I say, hey, hey, hey. Feel the fire with a burning desire. Yeah. Get up off of that thing. Dance and shake and let's swing. Come on, go on, live and rock the world.
in the bright light, crawling over brown shadows, wearing bare side up for in passing, want to be good. To be good.
FYI, Akihiko-san's at the hospital getting a checkup. He called me earlier and asked me to bring him something. Yep, he knows who to count on.
He only asked you because you don't have anything else to do after school.
Hey, I resent that.
I'm just kidding. So, what do you want you to bring?
The class roster for 2E.
What's he want that for? Well, I don't have practice today, so I'll go with you. You're coming too, right? Cool.
Wait a minute.
What? Is there a problem?
Well, it was me he asked. Is Akihiko-senpai in this room, by any chance?
What are all of you guys doing here?
We came to see you. But it doesn't look like anything's wrong with you.
I'm just here for a checkup.
Is that it, Aki?
Yeah, thanks.
I don't have time for this shit. You. Never mind.
Who was that?
A friend from school, sort of. You know how the number of apathy syndrome cases have been increasing? Well, he knows a few people who are suffering from it, so I was asking him about it. Hey, Junpei, did you bring what I asked?
Of course, Senpai.
Sorry for the trouble. Well then, let's get going.
You shouldn't move your arm.
Yeah, it's nothing. I've wasted enough time already. I need to get back to my training.
By the way, Senpai, why boxing?
You mean, why did I choose that sport? Well, it's not the sport itself I like. I just wanted to learn how to fight. I know what it's like to feel powerless. And I don't want to feel that way again. Besides, I'm curious to see how strong I can get. It's like a game, only I'm competing against myself.
Well, that's an interesting way of looking at it. You know, I'm into games too.
Yeah, video games.
Oh, but I like fighting games too.
Whatever.
Welcome back.
So dance while I put you in a trance. And let's party. Rock that body, make sure you don't hurt nobody. I say, hey, 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 feel the fire with a burning desire. Yeah.
In the bright light, crawling over brown shadows, wearing their side up for impassing, want to be to be I've never felt like so miserable. I've never felt like thinking this will last forever. They're just with me. You gotta tell them you can all over me. When stars smile and more, gonna how can your rise? Just dial in your mind now. Feeling too blessed the last two. We're in the house, moon's reaching.
Ah, yes. An intimate encounter with one of your world's rarities. This must be a fountain. It makes sport of water, well known to all to be the foundation of life. How wicked! It's rumored that its enchanting nature grants wishes to those who sacrifice a few coins. Then I must try it for myself. Fortunately, I anticipated this and brought a good supply of coins. 2,000 of your 500 yen coins, to be exact. I shall make an opening bid to the fountain spirit of 1 million yen. I was so caught up in the excitement of tossing in coins that I hadn't given my wish any thought. This won't do. I shall give it more careful consideration before I return here in the near future. What is this facility here? There are some stern-faced gentlemen inside. And these photographs displayed so prominently. Most wanted. Reward. Am I correct in thinking of these as your version of my subjugation requests? What do they use as proof that the target has been subjugated? If they truly parallel my requests, do they require a piece of the body? My interest is piqued. This edifice over here. It can't be. Is this a club? Dancers, dictated by the sway of one's inner passions. A subterranean garden of uninhibited spectacle. Ah, no. It's not closed for business now, is it? Such a pity. I had hoped to join in on the wild ritual. Ooh, that was quite satisfying. But I'm overwhelmed. Everything looks so new and inviting. Everywhere I look, something catches the eye. If you wouldn't mind, perhaps you could recommend our next activity. This arcade. I have heard of it before. I recall it described as a playground where one sports with electric fairies in exchange for tokens. I have also heard that they contain games where one controls a bird to win prizes. I'm eager to see it. Ah, excuse me. Would you mind waiting for a moment? I wasn't aware that there was a fountain on this side as well. Yet another fountain on the opposite side. I see. So this place is host to a trinity of fountain spirits. I apologize for the wait. Let us continue. Thank you for the invaluable experiences you've shared with me today. I consider this mission fully accomplished. This may sound forward, but I'd like to accompany you again sometime.
I've never felt like so miserable. I've never felt like thinking this will last forever. They're just with me.
Sup, dude?
So dance while I put you in a trance. And let's party. Boogie in your body. Rock that body. Make sure you don't hurt nobody. I say, hey, hey, hey. Feeling the fire with a burning desire. Yeah, get up off of that thing. Dance and shake and let's swing. Come on, girl, let me rock the world.
Everyone, spread out and proceed individually. An assault by 2 enemies. Stand strong. You can do it. Takeba has defeated an enemy.
Last one! Woot! Check!
2 distressed enemies detected. Excellent attack.
Here's a wake, anger breathes out, face reality. Never be charity. The enemy, your buddy, covers all society. Damn right, mommy's not here, gonna fight all night, right here.
Check off!
Direction. Destroy the nation. Only motivation, breathe out.
What a stunning victory. One enemy detected. Strike first. One enemy remains. You have the potential to grow even stronger.
The Lilim, otherwise known as Lilin, are succubi demons and the daughters of Lilith. All incredibly gorgeous and lustful, these creatures are said to be able to seduce anyone who is caught in their gaze. The birth of the Lilim is somewhat debated or misconstrued, but they are believed to originally be the daughters of Lilith and the angel Samael. After Lilith was cast out of Eden, she refused to be returned to God and claimed that she would bring forth her own children by her womb alone, and that would overshadow all of Adam's children. In response to this, those children born by her alone were slain each and every day. Lucifer caught wind of Lilith's desires and eventually brought her to Samael, an angel who was driven out of the mountain of God. Samael and Lilith joined together, and from their union came the Lilim. These daughters were destroyed, yet again, by heaven's angels, angering their mother, who vowed to kill any child that was conceived under the law of marriage. Later on, when Lilith and Samael were condemned to the pit, Lilith brought her daughters back, conceiving them from the pits of hell. The Lilim were sent down to earth to snatch and devour newborn children, inflicting Lilith's curse on pregnant mothers.
everyone. Spread out and proceed individually. Three enemies detected. They appear distressed. Two left.
Nice!
Another enemy defeated. Good
One
job.
more!
Is awake and a beast down reality. Never be charity.
Three enemies detected. They appear distressed.
Yes!
Takuma has defeated an enemy.
Sweet!
Two enemies detected. Strike first. Roger. I'll attempt to analyze the enemy. One more.
That was easy!
Never be charity.
Two distressed enemies detected. One more. A complete victory. Great job. Three enemies present. Don't get careless.
Check-crossed!
Yes, excellent attack. Another enemy down. There's only one left.
Is awake and a beast down reality. Never be
Persona!
the enemy. Society. Gonna fight all night.
You have the potential to grow even stronger. Three enemies present. Don't get careless. Two left.
Awesome!
Another enemy defeated. Good job.
Is awake and a beast
Take that!
be charity. The enemy is bloody covers all society.
everyone. Spread out and proceed individually.
Okay, then I'll look around some more.
Three enemies detected. They appear distracted. Two left.
Here's a way, kind of breathe out, face reality, never be charity.
Another enemy defeated. Good job. Keep up the good work. Two distressed enemies detected. Excellent attack. Keep up the good work.
Yes! I think we can...
Two enemies detected. Strike first.
Take that!
Iori has defeated an
Last
enemy.
one!
Here's a way, kind of never be charity. Your buddy covers all society.
Two distressed enemies detected. Roger. I'll attempt to analyze the enemy. One more.
Here's a way, never be charity.
You have the potential to grow even stronger. Two enemies detected. One more. One enemy remains. A complete victory. Great job.
Okay, then I'll look around some more.
It seems you've attracted the Guardian's attention. Its arcana is the Chariot. Roger. I'll attempt to analyze the enemy.
Defeat it!
Check this out!
Help me! This thing won't give up!
That one just won't die!
Defeat it!
Check this out! That one just won't die!
I can do it! That was a close one!
Two distressed enemies detected.
One more!
Three enemies present. Don't get careless. Two left.
Nice!
Another enemy defeated. Good job. One enemy detected.
Check this out! Damn, I couldn't finish it off.
Charity. Cover for society. Not here, gonna fight.
Two enemies detected. Strike first. Ha! Takira has defeated an enemy.
Who's the man?
Three enemies detected. Strike first.
Please hit!
Takira has defeated an enemy.
Who's the man?
Omoikane is a Shinto god of wisdom and intelligence. He is said to be the god of Tokoyo, the perpetual country, and is most famous for his involvement in luring the goddess Amaterasu out of her cave. His intellect and wisdom are also called upon in a few other tales, as he was also involved with relocating Okuninushi from their Earthside dominion. He was also involved with accompanying Ninigi, grandson of Amaterasu and the great-grandfather of the first emperor, during his settling of Japan. The Valkyrie, choosers of the slain, are warrior maidens sent by Odin to choose who gains admittance into Valhalla, the Hall of Heroes. These women rode into battlefields on horseback, flying through air and sea, and wearing helmets and shields. They are most popularly seen as fair, bright, and golden maidens who aid Odin and give honor to heroes. However, they are also associated with older and more bloody tales that liken them to death demons who epitomize both feminine beauty and masculine strength and skill. Their name, Choosers of the Slain, refers not only to their choosing who gets to enjoy the afterlife in Valhalla, but also who dies in battle. They use malicious magic to ensure their preferences are brought to fruition. The Valkyrie's more gruesome side is shown most vividly in the Doraro Aliju, where 12 Valkyries are seen sitting at a loom and weaving the tragic fate of the warriors who are set for battle. They use intestines for thread, swords, and arrows for beaters, and they chant their intentions with ominous delight. These female spirits of carnage have a rich and complex history to them that has ebbed and flowed throughout history. The 7 archangels, those who serve God directly, come from the Judeo-Christian Bible. These watchers have a presence in multiple religions and histories, and there are names that overlap and others that vary. Gabriel, Michael, and Raphael are the most commonly referred to and the most consistent between theologies, whereas the other 4 names either aren't mentioned at all or are different depending on scripture, ideologies, and possibly translation. The main legend concerning the archangels is the myth of the fallen angels. This story has been mostly removed from the Bible, but a fragment remains in the Catholic and Protestant versions. This story details the battle between the fallen angel Lucifer and the archangel Michael. Michael is arguably the most important of the angels. His name means "who is like God," and he acts as Lucifer's antithesis. In some occult religious sects, Michael is associated with Sunday and the sun. Gabriel, the second archangel, is the holy messenger and the archangel of wisdom, prophecy, and visions. Occult sects connect Gabriel to Monday and the moon. Raphael, whose name means God's healer, doesn't appear in the canonical Bible at all, but is mentioned in the Jewish text, the Book of Enoch. Raphael is associated with Tuesday. Uriel, the fire of God, is the archangel of repentance and the damned. He can be associated with the planet Venus and Wednesday. Raguel or Salatiel is the friend of God, and he is the archangel of justice and fairness. He is associated with the planet Mars and Friday in occult literature. Sarachiel, or Sarakel, is the archangel of God's judgment and the patron of the sacrament of matrimony. He is associated with Saturday and the planet Jupiter. Lastly, there's Ramiel, or Jerahmeel, thunder of God, or mercy of God. He is the archangel of hope, faith, and dreams. He is connected to Saturn and Thursday in occult sects. The archangels carry with them a wealth of lore and legend within them that is deeply interwoven into many religious groups. The Yomotsu Shikome, also known as the ugly women of the underworld, originate from a tale about Izanagi and Izanami. Izanagi longed to be with his deceased wife Izanami, so he ventured to the underworld to retrieve her. When he arrived, Izanami requested that he wait a moment, as she was not yet presentable. Eager to see his wife, he disobeyed, and was greeted by his wife in a rotten and decayed state. Frightened and horrified by this, Izanagi ran away. Izanami ordered the Yomotsu Shikome to chase after him. In an attempt to delay the ugly demon's chase, Izanagi threw down his headdress and sacred comb, which turned into grapes and bamboo shoots. The Yomotsu Shikome stopped to eat the food, which allowed Izanagi to escape the underworld. More broadly, Shikome is a term that can describe Kijo, or female Oni. These demon women are ugly and often have beast-like features such as claws, paws, pointed ears, or patches of furry hair. They usually have long black hair, misshapen breasts, and twisted smiles. Shikome are said to spend a lot of time and effort trying to make themselves beautiful by applying thick white makeup to their faces, blackening their teeth, and wearing multi-layered kimonos. Their excessive grooming only accentuates their ugliness, making them a satirical mockery of high fashion and unattractive women. The unicorn is a mythological animal that most closely resembles a horse with a single horn on its forehead. It's a legendary creature that possesses magical abilities, an incarnation of purity and grace. The unicorn, or creatures with similar descriptions, can be found in a variety of cultural texts. In early Greek literature from around 400 BCE, it's mentioned that those who drank from the unicorn's horn were thought to be protected from stomach trouble, epilepsy, and poison. In early Christianity, the unicorn was known to be a strong, fierce animal that could only be caught if a virgin maiden was placed before it. The unicorn would leap into the virgin's lap, and she would lead it to the king's palace. Thus the unicorn was likened to Christ, who raised up a horn of salvation for mankind and dwelt in the womb of the Virgin Mary. In Chinese mythology, there are many accounts of a creature known as the Lilim, which looks like a unicorn, but also has similarities to the Chimera. The Lilim has the body of a deer, a lion's head, green scales, and one long horn. It's a symbol of fertility and was often shown in artwork bringing infants to their families. There is also a Japanese beast that is extremely similar called the kirin. In Congo oral traditions, there is a creature called the abada that is very similar to a unicorn, except it sports 2 horns instead of 1. These horns serve as a cure for many illnesses and poisons. Chile also has its own stories of a unicorn-like creature called the Camoeto. This animal has 1 horn, is similar to a calf or a bull, and also has a horn that can cure illnesses.